celebrate here, we want to carry on that tradition of having the grass dancers start our celebration in our gathering. And we've invited a dancer to come out and emulate this grass flattening. And when they come out and they share this time when the people would camp and the people would gather, the grass dancers would begin these celebrations and these gatherings. And so in keeping to tradition, we wanted to share the Pejiwa Chipi. And today we're thankful that we could still have these dances and songs in the year 2020. Thank you. Hope Vidakiasi.
Tanse Nigan naskama na hotawi na mo tagaki o peto taiwa kio magagi machi taego maksnamagi on kmichi na ni pegi sitai. Welcome to the 2020 first ever SIT land-based grad. It's a great honor for me, Eugene Arcan, Askiga Nanamoa, Tansiga Tigaon, to have the honor of being the Master of Ceremonies for this historic event. I just want to remind all the viewers out there, all your grandparents, parents, all the children that are watching this video, that your names, all the names of the graduates, will be going across the screen along with where you're from, the communities that you're very proud of. Enjoy the program. Enjoy everything you learned today, what you see, what you hear, what you feel, and thank the Creator for presenting us this incredible gift in this year of 2020. Today, we start our journey with the first ever SIT land-based graduation, giving thanks to the Creator. And it's going to be given by a very respected elder from the James Smith Cree Nation, a person who has earned the right to do ceremony, also is one of the best known powwow announcers in First Nations country, and the ceremonies that go with our First Nations dancing and singing. It's an honor again to introduce one of my teachers, a relative on my wife's side, Mr. Howard Walker from the James Smith Cree Nation. Pepik Square, Howard.
Tanse nuagu maganik. Asami no skigisigo. Kimigusino. I greet you on this beautiful day, my relatives. The Creator has given us a brand new day to spend with one another. My name is Howard Walker. I'm from the James Smith Cree Nation. Howard Walker and Sigason, Exemunia Sigasi. Magaite apeutote and Marsqua Gate Puet, Gisigatigok, Keteek. The English name Howard Walker was given to me, but my elders have always known me as Calling Bear, where I come from, James Smith Cree Nation. I am here today to say thank you for a whole bunch of things that sometimes we take for granted. Today is a brand new milestone, achievement, call it what you will. But we have some people before that took a look at this institution, Saskatchewan Indian Institute of Technologies, and said that perhaps maybe I have an opportunity, perhaps maybe I have another chance to better my education so that I can create a better life for myself and for those that I love. Today I realized those achievements that I had dreamed about become a reality. In our prayer this morning, we said, take a look at our land, how beautiful it is. Take a look at our children, how beautiful they are. Take a look at our elders and the information that they give us. And take a look at all institutions that give us the education to become a part of a movement where we can create better lifestyles for ourselves, where we can create a non-threatening environment in our societies, so that we as people perhaps can humanize our institutions, humanize our campfires, humanize our daily journey. We are all the same. We're all the same. In this day and age, we have so much to be grateful for. Some of those things that we have taken for granted, they're not going to be around all the time. Take a look at our elders. They have teachings that you will not find in a textbook anywhere. They lived that life that they talk about. I come from a long, hard journey, but it was elders that had given me the opportunity to overcome a challenge that I thought was going to keep me down. The strength and the purity, the innocence of my children gave me the strength to get up again. I was an adult. I was an old man, and I am still learning. I learned from our children. I learned from those people that have had the commitment and still have the commitment, the compassion to have time for those that want to learn. The ones that are not afraid to include into our curriculum the teachings of our elders, the teachings of our children, the teachings of sometimes what we call misfortunes. We go through a pandemic today. Our belief and our values to Mother Earth. Today she has a hard time breathing. It is up to us now to continue the teachings of those old people that said that we're not alone. We have the sun every morning. Uskagisagaw, the uskape was for the day. Lights up our world and we can see the beauty of creation. We can feel, we can love, and we can have that sense of belonging to our beautiful land, to our beautiful mother, the earth. Let's wake up, my grandchild, the song says. Let's be grateful for those things that we have. And then continues on to say, after we say our thank yous, and then we ask for direction in how to acquire those things that we need. Today we need direction in how to take better care of what you see out there, our beautiful land. We love you as much as we love this land. We look forward in seeing you take your place to help our leadership, to help our elders, to help those children that are coming behind you. But as the old people say, we never stop learning. The Creator will only give us what we can handle in one day. Because there is always a spirit there to guide us, to make us strong. Say thank you to your child for sacrificing that bit of time that you took to educate yourself. Thank you, staff, board membership, chief and councils that are involved with the Saskatchewan Indian Institute of Technology. Thank you very much.
Naskumt nan Howard. Asemi nagi way pics na mo ya pics ko ya pachitain. Naskumt nan metinik naskumt nan ichagan. Hi.
Celebrating multi-generations of young people, we always take the time to foster and nurture young people's development through song, dance, cultural identity. And today we celebrate Camden Scribe and all of our graduates and all the young people throughout Indigenous country. And so today, through history, song and dance, we share with you a young man, Camden Scribe. His father's people are from the Carry Kettle. His mother's people are from the Makwa Sahagan Cree community. And so today he shares this generational legacy of song and dance. We introduce to you Camden Scribe.
It is an honor for me to introduce. It's an honor for me because I went to school in residential school with his father. And it's a pleasure to have him be involved in our grad. Our Ogimao, the chief of the Federation of Sovereign Indigenous Nations, Chief Bobby Cameron.
Danse nuago magantik, ampetu washte, amatakia anin sugat denaway maganak. We want to express our sincerest gratitude to each and every one of you, to all the students and all of those learners who have walked through our doors the last 44 years, who have joined the 60,000 plus alumni through the SIIT institution, an institution that was built and based around our inherent and treaty right to education, that lifelong learning aspect. This is what the SIIT is about. It's about a place where you're going to come and learn, you're going to become accepted, and you're going to become a part of the SIIT family. As you can see in the background, we're on the beautiful traditional territory of Whitecap Dakota Sioux First Nation. To the students, the horizon is the limit for each and every one of you. To the post-secondary alumni, all those that are succeeding, we want to say on behalf of our board, our chair, Chief Darcy Bear, who continue to support each and every one of you in your future endeavors. This is what the chiefs and our ancestors of the day have wanted, that we would succeed and continue to exercise and practice our inherent and treaty right to an education. This is what our Creator had wanted for each and every one of us. This is on behalf of our SIIT board, our Federation of Sovereign Indigenous Nations. And my name is Bobby Cameron. I'm from the Witchkin Lake First Nation on Treaty 6 territory. And as a proud supporter of our CEO, President Riel Bellegarde, and all of his staff, will continue to be there with you, behind you, beside you, every step of the way as you make your way through this life and journey. Hegase, hi.
Naskumt nan, Ogimao, mios no te pe taksinin. Kapesitas ko ay ko kapex na mas chigo ay sinuak. Miosin kapepix kwasyak. Thanks again, Chief, for being here today. Our next special guest, again, requires no introduction. This gentleman was first elected as an MLA in 2011 to the provincial government. In 2018, he was mandated to be the premier of our great province. He comes to us from the community of Shellbrook. Please welcome Premier Scott Moe.
Hello everyone. Thank you for inviting me to be part of your virtual convocation. Congratulations to the class of 2020. I'm sure this is not what you thought your convocation ceremony would look like, but this is still a special day. The road that you have traveled is at an end, and you should be proud of your journey thus far. Because of the hard work each and every one of you have put in, you will walk across your virtual stage today with a certificate or a diploma. And I think that's a pretty big deal. And I know you join me in thanking the folks who helped you along the way. Your teachers and the staff at your schools, your communities, and of course your families. Through the years, our government has been a strong supporter of the Saskatchewan Indian Institute of Technologies. And SIIT has a proven track record of equipping young people with the skills that they need to succeed. Whether your aspirations lay in business and entrepreneurship, healthcare or childcare, or in the trades, I know you will bring incredible energy and passion to achieving your goals. You're ready to go. You're eager to get at it. We need you to help keep Saskatchewan moving forward. Now, you'll receive a lot of advice as you begin the next stages of your life. And I don't want to load you down with any more, but there's one point I would like to make to you. Life is a long game. There will be highs and there will be lows. There will be joy and there will be disappointment. The important thing is that you keep moving forward, one step at a time. Don't expect overnight success. It doesn't happen that often. Success is born from years of hard work and determination. That's what makes it so gratifying. I know things are uncertain now, but we're going to get through the next few months and we're going to do that together. We live in an incredible province and we have every reason to be hopeful. And I am absolutely certain that you will play a major role in building a stronger Saskatchewan, a more vibrant Canada, and a better world. On behalf of my colleagues in the government of Saskatchewan and all of the people of this great province, congratulations to the class of 2020. We wish you the very best in the years to come.
Another honor that I inherited today as your MC is to introduce one of two original board members of SIIT. He's also been on the Senate for the past 20 years, at least. He served as a tribal chief and a chief of his nation, and today has joined us in this celebration, this historic celebration. I'd like to introduce you from the Yellow Quill First Nation, Senator George Pace.
Everybody, ladies and gentlemen, it's an honor to be here. It's the 43rd anniversary of our institution. I will first want to honor the Eagle staff that's behind me. The eagle is a sacred bird in Indian country and we always honor it. I remember in 1976, there was no staff in March for SIIT. There was just 6 board members and 2 borrowed staff, one from the province and one from Cultural Center in Saskatoon. That's the only 2 people we had. And then we started staffing up. The institution has made great strides. In the last 43 years it's been in existence. I think it has probably about 60,000 people went through the doors in all the campuses we have around the province. I hope it keeps on going like this, the way it's been going. The board members, the executive staff, the elders that support the institution, I want to thank them all. Everybody that's been on the board and of directors for this institution. It's a It's nice to have been involved with the institution off and on for 43 years. Excellent. That's enough on saying. Thank you.
Thank you, George. It's interesting information George just shared with me. The other original board member for SIT is Gordon Albert from the Sweetgrass First Nation. Gordon, we thank you. Our next speaker is no stranger to any of you, and to me, a person who worked for our people as the Regional Director General for Saskatchewan and all of our territory. He has come back to work for his own people, to pay back his own people in a professional capacity as President of SIT. And today, it's an honor for me to welcome President of SIT 2020, President Riel Bellegarde.
I want to first begin by acknowledging that we're at the Whitecap Dakota First Nation this morning. I'm pretty mindful, as a post-secondary institute, there are really two significant days that we look forward to. It's usually that first week in September when we open our doors. We open our doors to our campuses, to our community deliveries, to our career centers. And I can't tell you how humbling it is that you made that choice to have SIT as your post-secondary environment. You chose us, and again, that's very humbling. The second most important day is when we get to come together as family, as community, and celebrate your successes during convocation. Now, I think it's fair to say, unlike any other year in our history, 2020 certainly is unprecedented. And as historic as your success is, it also has caused us to kind of look at celebrating you in a much different way. So over the course of the next couple days, we're going to travel across Saskatchewan. We're going to visit some of your colleagues, your peers, right, in communities and in campuses, and do what we feel is the right way to honor you. So as you watch this, I trust you're with your family, you're in your communities, and you're with your loved ones. I also want to acknowledge the role that those people played in helping you achieve your success. It's about community, it's about family at SIT. So as we celebrate your success, I hope this finds you in good health and in well-being. I hope you're at home with your communities, with your loved ones, with your children and your families. I look forward to traveling across this province and celebrating your success. I hope you're taking the time now to just sit back with your family, your friends, and your loved ones, and to enjoy and to celebrate. I think it's also important to acknowledge, the communities, the chiefs, the councils, all your supports around you, because they play a very, very critical role, an important role in helping you achieve that success. As we embark on our journey today, I look forward to seeing some of you, looking forward to celebrating you, and just wishing you all the great health, safety, and well-being over the course of the summer.
Probably can't hear me very well. But I want to thank my friend Emilia Vilburn for making me this mask, and encourage all you young people to use these masks, especially when you're around our elders and our people who are not feeling well. And to understand that it's about safety and respect. Our next guest comes again as no stranger to any of you, the students and the graduates. She comes to us from North Battleford. I had the privilege of playing ball with her father. She's a proud Métis woman. She has began this journey with SIT back in 2018, and she is happy and proud to be part of the first ever land-based grad of SIT. She is the vice president of all the academics of SIT. Please make her feel welcome. Tavia Laliberty.
Welcome. First of all, a huge congratulations to SIT's graduating class of 2020. We're so incredibly proud of you and what you've accomplished this year. It has not been an easy year, but you've worked hard, and with the help of our amazing instructors and staff at SIT, you are graduating and moving on to your next step. Don't forget, we are always here at SIT to be a part of your family, from the amazing services we provide before you even become a student to while you're here as a student. And as you go on and look for either further education or your career, you can come and look to us and make sure that we'll be here to support you throughout that journey. So a big congratulations, a huge shout out to your families, your children, your parents, your partner, everybody who really invested in making sure that you were going to be successful this year. We're here today on Whitecap First Nation, and at SIT we really aspire to grow and serve the whole individual, and I think that we've done a good job of that. The breadth of programs that we offer at SIT and the graduates that we're celebrating today, from our adult 12 students to our certificate, diploma students, and our trades programs, a huge congratulations. SIT delivers programming right across Saskatchewan, and today all of Saskatchewan is celebrating for our graduates. On a last note, just a huge thank you to the amazing faculty and staff we have at SIT. Your expertise, your holistic approach to caring for your students and creating a community in your classroom is bar none, and we are the best at that at SIT. So I wish you the best of luck, and don't forget, we are here.
Sharing this dance today, we have a young lady who's also from the Sapatoya Cree Nation in Treaty 4, but lives here at the Whitecap Dakota First Nation. Through her dance style, the young woman's fancy shawl dance. A little bit of history here. They talk about this dance being a transformation from a state of humanness to the place of a natural world, that this dance would carry the special meanings of the emulation of the butterfly. So today we share this special dance with you. Her name is Harmony Spidell.
I thank the Creator again for giving us this opportunity to have what we call land-based graduation. The land is our teacher. The air is necessary for us to stay alive. And the water is the giver of life. This 2020 SIT grad is beyond historic. It is your once-in-a-lifetime chance to enjoy what Mother Earth presents us and what the Creator has given us, and to be able to do it, the celebration with your family, your children, and your grandchildren. It's an honor for me to know her and also to introduce her. She's a graduate of the University of Saskatchewan. She is also a past staff member of the University of Saskatchewan. And I know SIT are very happy to have her come and be part of the special group at SIT, and especially in this year of 2020 with the land-based grad. From Little Pine Cree Nation, CC Baptiste, Vice President of Finance.
I'd like to share a message to all of our graduates across the province in each of your programs, that you hold yourself up high as you move through your journey, whether it's continuing your education or joining the workforce. Be proud of your accomplishments, do yourself proud, and remember the teachings of your elders, of our cookums and our mushums. Those teachings are equally, if not more important, than your academic accomplishments today. Exa, kinaskum dinawao gakiao.
Hi, I'm Lisa Shingus. I'm the Vice President of Employment Development and Career Services for SIT. I'd like to take this opportunity to say a very heartfelt congratulations to the SIT students who are convocating this June with a certificate or diploma. SIT has 9 career centers scattered throughout the province, and I very strongly encourage you to visit a job coach at one of these centers to take the next steps in mapping out your path to employment. Again, huge congratulations, and please know that we are very, very proud of you.
Hello to the graduating class of 2020. I'm Teresa Reinhardt, the Vice President of Employee and Student Services. I'm privileged to be able to provide congratulations to all of you on behalf of my entire team. From our commissionaires to our campus coordinators, admissions advisors, academic advisors, student counselors, learning specialists, our academic coaches, facilities, human resources, advisory services team, and our elders and knowledge keepers. We know it wasn't always an easy journey. There were many challenges along the way, but you persevered, overcame those challenges, found success, and are graduating here today. We want to thank you for joining SIIT, becoming part of our family, and we wish you every success in the future.
Now we get to the very exciting part of the President's Awards. These students have earned it, and I say they earned it because they decided to go to school, go back to school as adults, and have had to overcome a burden of getting your education. So all of these President's Leadership Awards are winners. They are resilient young men and women. And I want to just share what we visualize as the faces of our students. They are determined, dedicated, motivated, energetic, studious, creative, and caring. Some years ago, an award was created to honor exceptional SIIT students and to recognize their commitment to their education, enhancing the student experience, and who demonstrate SIIT values. The President's Award for Leadership is made possible through corporate and community support and is co-funded by the Government of Saskatchewan Innovation and Opportunity Scholarship Program. The winner is selected from nominations provided by the staff, the faculty. This year's nominations reflect the caliber of students attending SIIT. All the best to all of you. Our first recipient for the 2020 SIIT land-based graduation comes to us from the Treaty 4 territory. We are in the Regina area. She happens to be a proud member of the Pepeeksies First Nation, graduating from the First Nations Child Care Diploma Program at the Balcarres campus. Carolyn maintained an 87% attendance and earned a 91 grade point average. Carolyn is steadfast in her ambition to achieve her goals. She does this and takes the rest of the class along with her. She demonstrates effective communication with her classmates and instructors and consistently demonstrates professionalism. Carolyn has made the effort to take extra personal development workshops that would benefit herself and her family. Carolyn fulfills the leadership role in the student council. She volunteers in all activities, keeps the finances, and connects with all the students. Carolyn demonstrates respect, belonging, courage, generosity, wisdom, mastery, love, and makes efforts to learn her First Nations language. She led with innovative ideas. An example is when she had students making their own ribbon skirts. She encouraged and modeled how the connection with her First Nations culture and traditions can strengthen lives. Carolyn will receive a framed President's Leadership Award, a monetary award, and a ceremonial presentation of a star blanket. Congratulations, Carolyn.
My name is Carrie Lynn Daniels, and I'm from Pepeeksies Cree Nation. When I first started working, it was just odd jobs, whatever, but I actually started being a foster parent, and that's what kind of got me on the road to where I am now. I was a foster parent for a while. What brought me to SIIT was I was working in my community at the daycare center, and I was there for 5 years. I had no education in the field, and my sisters actually tagged me on Facebook in the SIIT First Nations childcare course. So I applied right away and I got in because I knew this is the field that I wanted to work in. The program that I took was First Nations Childcare, and it's a 2-year program that focuses on being able to teach children, daycare settings, home settings, even in the schools, young children, and it focuses on the First Nation, the cultural part of it. Currently, I'm not working. When COVID started, and the school shut down, all my kids were sent home. So I had to put all my focus into them and try and help them finish their classes. Before that happened, I was working at a company in Fort Qu'Appelle called Cubo. And it is a receiving home that takes children who need to go into foster. And they don't take many, they take about 4 kids, but it's a home, a 24-hour home. And I was working there casually, not full time, but for the whole 2 years I was in school, I was casual there. And what we did was everything from waking them up and cooking them breakfast to teaching them to playing with them to making sure they got to school, making sure they got to see their parents when they had visits, cleaning them, playing, everything. We did everything with them. Some examples of my leadership successes, I would say in this program, I was one of the older students. So we had a lot of shy people in our class. So usually I would step up first. If we needed to do things, I would do the reading. I would be the one who stepped up first. And I did a lot of fundraising this past year. The best teaching lesson that I've learned during this course was probably from my instructor is patience. It's always been patience. No matter what you're doing, working with children, you need patience because some kids are just need extra love, need extra patience. So I think that's probably the best lesson that I've learned in these past few years. My next step from here is I want to stay in my community. If there's somewhere there that I could work, I definitely would take it. But my next step, my goal actually is to work with special needs children. I want to learn more in that area because there's so many children out there that I think would benefit from having a native teaching them, sitting with them and showing them the culture and games and like just being there for our children. I have a shout out for my instructor, Kendra Uzichipi. She was so good, so patient, so fun throughout these, like I never saw her angry. I never saw her frustrated. She came in happy every day, like she was teaching grade 2s or something. Every single day came in with a smile. And she just made going to school so much easier because she was so helpful. And she texted us, she emailed us, she did everything to make it easier for us. And she helped in every way that she could these past 2 years. She was a great instructor. And also my children. I went from working full time, so they had benefits of money for one. They had everything they needed. We went on trips and we did a lot of stuff together, but in the past 2 years, I kind of had to pull back. So they had to be more patient with me and they had to accept that they're not going to get a lot of the things they wanted to because going from full-time to student was a big difference for them. So I'm so happy they did this for me. They encouraged me so much, my children and my mom.
Our second recipient comes to us from the Peter Ballantyne Cree Nation, a proud woman from the Woodland Cree people in Treaty 6 territory, graduating with a business diploma from the Prince Albert campus. Savannah maintained a 96% attendance and an 86% grade point average. Savannah has a fantastic attitude and is committed to her studies. She is extremely helpful in class with her fellow classmates, and she always steps up to support her classmates, encourages them to keep going, even during the class's Zoom meetings and lectures. She is a champion for her classmates. Savannah is pleasant and has a positive attitude. She actively participates in class events that are put on by the campus. Savannah participates in whatever group she is put in and includes everyone in the group discussion. She can empathize with other students and she will think of others in that situation and not only herself. She is goal-oriented and is highly driven to accomplish her goals. Savannah proudly participates in the planned cultural events of the school and looks for the best in everything and everybody and always displays cooperativeness. Savannah will receive the framed President's Leadership Award, a monetary award, and a ceremonial presentation of a star blanket. Congratulations, Savannah. Congratulations to your family, to your community, and most important of all, to your children. Congratulations. Hi, hi.
My name is Savannah Olson. I am from South End. I'm a part of the Peter Ballantyne Cree Nation. I'm a mother of 2 boys and been married for 8 years to Brent Olson. At my workplace, I started as a casual and then moved to the receptionist position. And then from that position, I went to data entry and then as a filing clerk. And then I finally moved to the position of a finance clerk. The program that I took was the business administration, and it has a lot of business-oriented courses, and it's not just focused into one field, but in all areas of business. I just wanted to come back to school to get my diploma so that I could have the education to back up my experience. I work at Peter Ballantyne Child and Family Services as a finance clerk. My achievement of this year that I'm most proud of is that being able to finish my program with everything that's going on, like having to change the way that I work and having to do everything all by myself and at home, and that's just, I'm proud that I was able to finish that. My successes would be being able to come back to school after being in the workforce for so long, and then coming back to school, taking my diploma and finishing it. Best lesson learned was being able to work on my own, changing my work ethics and not having to depend on anybody, just working by myself. My next step right now is to continue working for a few years, and then later on in the future I plan on taking online courses to get my degree in either business or into accountancy. I would like to thank my instructors, Shelly, Daryl, and Norm. Thank you for all your hard work. And to my classmates, my family and friends, my employer, Vera Saiz and Peter Ballantyne Cree Nation for giving me the opportunity to come back to school. And a big thank you to my husband, Brent Olson.
The third recipient, this particular lady comes to us from the Atakaku First Nation, and she's graduating from the Mental Health and Wellness Program, the Regina campus. Linda has maintained a 95% attendance and a 98% grade point average. Congratulations on that, Linda. That's awesome. She has shown above and beyond commitment to her education. Over the last 2-year period being enrolled in the Mental Health and Wellness Program, she has fought stage 4 breast cancer. It has required many tests, chemo, radiation, surgeries, and a loss of personal pride, along with depression, anxiety, fatigue, sadness, and grief. Linda was a warrior, and she still is a warrior, and she draws strength and support from her spiritual, cultural beliefs and values, her community of class friends and her family, and importantly from the mental health program. She places high value on her education and never let her illness interfere with her attendance and her class assignments, presentations, and participation, remembering that she had a 95% attendance. She facilitated mental wellness workshops in her community and during her practicum experiences. She led the presentations and discussions on her Bell Let's Talk for the students at SIT. Linda's resilience and her empathy were key to her recovery and her success with her studies. It was her respect for her culture and participation in ceremonies that gave Linda the wisdom, the strength, and the hope to recover, along with her determination to help her people in her career as a mental health worker. She is currently employed by RITSIS as a full-time caseworker for the program dealing with men and addictions. Linda will also receive a framed President's Leadership Award, a monetary award, and a ceremonial presentation of a star blanket. Sincerely, Linda, from all of us, congratulations. You are incredible, and your resilience gives us all a goal to work towards.
My name is Linda Hennekew. I'm a proud Cree woman from the Atakaku First Nation and a proud mother of 4 amazing children. I love the work that I do, and the times that I'm not working, I enjoy spending time with my family and friends. I do like to make smudging and prayer a part of my daily routine. And before COVID, I really did enjoy attending a lot of our ceremonies and cultural activities. Currently, I'm working for Regina Treaty Status Indian Services as a reintegration outreach support worker. The men's wellness unit, which I work under as a reintegration support worker, is headed up by Aaron Desjardins, who is so inspirational, and the passion that he has for helping our men reintegrate into society is just amazing. Erica Bowden is the executive director for Regina Treaty Status, and she is an amazing voice for our people, and I feel honored to be a part of their organization. I am also working with the YWCA at the women's shelters as an outreach worker as well. It's a very rewarding position. I get to work with women fleeing domestic violence, so being a support person for them, but also with My Aunt's Place, which is for homeless women and families. So I get to be there during the crisis intervention and just try to help them fit in and feel comfortable. I came to SIT for the Mental Health and Wellness Program. I have lived through traumas myself. I have left abusive relationships and overcome addictions. And after coming through that all, I knew that I wanted to help people overcome as well. So when I read the description of the mental health and wellness program, I knew it was exactly what I wanted to do, that would equip me with the tools I needed to help people. We took courses such as pharmacology and psychology, but also Indigenous care practices and Indigenous models of healing, which incorporates the Indigenous idea of using spirit and land in our healing techniques. One of the main things that attracted me to the mental health and wellness program was the flexibility and the diversity of career options that I could have with the diploma. Things such as addictions worker, youth worker, and corrections. When I think about leadership and the successes I've had in my life, the first thing that comes to mind is that I am nothing without everything. That the person that I am today and the successes that I have to give thanks to all the people around me, all the experiences I've had in my life, because they've shaped me to be who I am today. All the things that I've overcome, I've done with people beside me. I've gone through school. My second year, I was battling breast cancer. And I just had it in my head to stay focused. And I believe that in order to lead, you first must be the example. So for that, I thought, especially for my children and my children's children, to see that if I can go through school during chemotherapy and radiation and surgeries, getting up, going to the hospital for my treatments and then scooting back to school to make sure I make it for my next course, that I'm showing that to my children and to those that say that it's too hard, that no, it's not. You just have to stay focused. So that's what I believe leadership is. The greatest lesson that I think I've learned is to never give up, but also to not be afraid to ask for help. There are so many people and organizations out there that are willing to help you, that want to see you succeed. I know there are times in the past 2 years during my program where there were moments when I wanted to give up, but I turned to the staff at SIAT, to my teachers, to my classmates that just encouraged me and helped me along. The programs like the SOAR initiative through SIAT really helped me pick myself up, because it's hard being a student, but they kept your mindset right to focus on the end goal, which was graduating. My next step is to use all the tools and skills that I've acquired here at SIAT and take them out into our communities and try to help in any way that I can to inspire people to continue on with their education and to help themselves and help all those around them.
Our fourth recipient comes from Northern Ontario, Treaty 9 territory. She is a proud member of the Attawapiskat First Nation, Rita Ogimawinu. Graduated with an Adult 12 diploma program at the Saskatoon campus. Rena has maintained a 98% attendance and a 92% academic average. Not only was Rena in school for 98% of the classes, but she also stayed after school and gathered a student group on weekends to work on schoolwork and study for exams. Rena's homework was always up to date, as well as her assignments, and they were top quality and always on time. Rena became the president for the Saskatoon campus and for the Student Association after Christmas. She organized student and instructor luncheons. She helped out set up and organize the ABE student potlucks for Thanksgiving and Christmas. She organized an ABE Secret Santa exchange program. Rena also took charge of the 5th floor bulletin board and made sure it was decorated for all occasions throughout the year. She introduced students to processes that supports renters with damage deposit. This helped many students to be able to stay in the program. Rena volunteers at the Indian Métis Friendship Center, and she is a member of Straight Up. She is constantly helping and giving to others. She has helped many other students with kind words, clothing, food, a ride. She is always positive no matter what is going on, and it spreads to others. She always tries to get others involved in doing things at school by using her position not to rule, but to lead. The one thing Rena has shared about being in a leadership position was that she wanted students to feel that they should not be told what to do, but that they should pitch in and help each other. Her respect for others was shown every single day. and how she treated everyone. Her culture is the root of why she did so much for others. Rena was doing all this while raising a family, which includes one daughter with some challenging disabilities. Rena will receive the framed President's Leadership Award, a monetary award, and a ceremonial presentation of a star blanket. And I can see and feel that this recipient who left home, left her community of Atawapiskat to come to school hundreds of kilometers and miles away to the Treaty 6 territory. Welcome, and we're proud of you, and we wish you continued success. Congratulations, Rena. Hi, hi.
My spirit name is Tall Deer Woman, and my English name is Rena Okamawanu. I am a proud Swampy Cree woman from Ottawa-Piskat First Nation, Treaty 9. I was born in a tiny town of Englehart, Ontario, living the majority of my life within the city of Toronto, Ontario. I was raised by my ancestors and those who had believed in me. As I grew up within the system of the Catholic Children's Aid Society, I am a survivor of the 60 Scoop. I have a strong desire and loving passion to help others in improving their quality of life in hopes of addressing and healing the cycles that have plagued our people, our families, our sisters and brothers for generations. My goal of not giving up on life is what brought me through those doors of SIT in the summer of 2019. I knew that I still had time within my life to accomplish all that I had ever dreamed of. I want to assist those whose spirits have dimmed. I know that genuine feelings of I care can go for a lifetime to anyone that is open to receiving them. It can cause a spark to a fire that can ignite within each and every one of us. I want to be that voice for the ones that are misunderstood, pushed away, shy, and excluded. The moment that I walked through the doors to speak to an academic advisor, I knew that this place was for me, and I would be guided to where I always wanted to be. I attended the ABE 12 program. It was life-changing for me. My teachers were amazing in supporting me through my journey. I looked forward every day to attending and being present with my fellow classmates. Being a 60 Scooper and in one home to the next, I had never stayed long enough at one school to complete a full grade. I was so nervous of how my brain would interpret the knowledge that was being shared with me so late in my life. My teachers were supportive and, most importantly, appreciative at any attempts any of us would make. Dedication and hard work were demonstrated every day by our dedicated teachers, Carla, Linda, and Renita. Witnessing the passion and drive that they showed every day in wanting us all to succeed is a gift that I will forever carry with me. I am a full-time mother to 5 children. I have 2 preschool-age children who both have special needs. Autism and global developmental delay has its daily challenges, but nothing that we have not been able to get through together as a family. It has been the most rewarding job I have ever had. The love received from the spirits of my children, Devin, Julian, Angel, Alina, and Elisa, choosing me as their mother, is an indescribable feeling from within. Returning to school is not an easy task. Being a student encompasses more than just studies and hours at school. Intergenerational trauma is very real with our people, and along with living life, the added stressors, attending school, being present and focusing on your studies can be very overwhelming. I took pride in encouraging my fellow classmates to not give up and that they hear you can do this, to support, to listen, to share my life experiences. My spirit was driven to bring all of SIT together. Lifting each other up and helping each other out is what I wanted to share with the entire SIT community. So with the support of my fellow classmates and encouraging words from my teachers, I ran for Student Body Class President of SIT Saskatoon campus. It was a position that had never been held by an ABE 12 student before. I wanted to be that student. This became my reality. I was elected during by-election for 2019-2020. It was an amazing achievement, and I do believe that this is just the beginning of what is to come. The best lesson learned during my time at SIT is life is and can be beautiful. When you continue to love yourself and others, a loving path will always appear. With challenges, there can be heartache, and at times heartbreak, but with commitment, dedication, when you believe, you will achieve. I will continue and complete my post-secondary education. I want to support and assist those who are not being heard and or forgotten, while working to close the many gaps that exist within the healthcare system and social settings. I want to share the healing power of self-love, leading my community to healthier and loving ways, Having an impact in one's life can ripple out into families, into communities, and our people. I'd love to give thanks to my Creator for providing me with the gift of life, to my ancestors who walk with me daily, my family, my children, my classmates, to each and every student and staff that I've met throughout the school year here within the SIT community, to the community workers within our urban Native community here in this beautiful city of Saskatoon that work with such agencies as the Saskatoon Indian and Métis Friendship Centre, Central Urban Métis Federation, and Straight Up, for giving me long-lasting emotional and spiritual support, and to my teachers who every day displayed kindness and passion and encouragement. I thank each and every one of you. It is you that had flooded my spirit with hope, determination, and success. I thank you all so very much.
You have met all of our SIT award recipients for this historical land-based graduation. So with that, I invite all of you viewers who are at home enjoying the safe space of your families, to please stand if you're able and honor these recipients during this song dedicated to all of you, to all of us. It is an honor song. It is an old song. Enjoy. Ni po kismin gasko na o. Aksan ma, nga mok boysak. One of the consistencies of humanity is appreciating our uncha, our kokum. Today we have an uncha that is a graduate of SIT. She is from the Standing Buffalo First Nation, and she is very happy as a graduate on 2 different occasions to be here in this first ever 2020 SIT land-based graduation. The people of this land in Whitecap, Dakota are her relatives, and she's more than happy to be here with her relatives. Please welcome from the Standing Buffalo First Nation, Onchi Connie Wajenta.
Good afternoon. I'm honored to be here and to close the land-based graduation for SIT. I'm humbly sitting at Whitecap First Nation. I'm pleased that all the graduates do finish your journey and starting a new life for yourself, your children, your grandchildren, and thankful to be part of this. And with that, I will say a closing prayer to end this evening, this afternoon. I humbly say that. So with that, I remove my glasses and say a prayer.
Washte, Connie, thank you. I want to wish everyone, along with Connie, like she did, a safe travels home if you're traveling. But for those that are enjoying your safe space in your homes, celebrating this wonderful land-based grad. Congratulations, and may the Creator be with all of you. Hi, hi.
Today we're going to share with you a rendition of the Women's Jingle Just Dance. And this dance was borrowed to us from the Anishinaabe people. And we over here in the Plains region, we appreciate the Anishinaabe people. This dance here is going to be shared in her own rendition. A young lady who is graduating from high school this year, and she's originally from the Sapatoyat Cree Nation, the Treaty 4 territory, but lives here at the Whitecap Dakota First Nation. And so we introduce to you Chante Spidak.
You want me to sing a song? It's an honor for me to welcome President Riel Bellegarde. I so said Perry. Let's do it again. Tavia Laliberti. Laliberti. Tavia Laliberti. Tavia Laliberti. I missed it.
She's gonna go with Tavia. It's okay.
Tavia, I said Tavia again? For the 5th time.
Back up. I'm not gonna say that whole host. That's like me talking in front of a boardroom. Word.
2, buckle my shoe. 3, 4, shut the door.
This, Curtis has got a real nice sort of close-up of you, so if you're thinking about addressing your comments in a direction, that would be the way to,
okay.
to sort of face yourself and look.
I'd rather look at women than little white guys. He likes it. I got a thumbs up over there.
Again.
Okay. Perfect. Ta-da. I feel like those lights should come on.
I forgot to pray for the stick.